everyone, Tyrael here, and I'm going to jump right into this. So, I've been recently bashing healers. Well, I've always been bashing healers. Basically, for farming, they're not the most efficient. Yes, a lot of people use them for successful farming. That's great. They're just not the most efficient when it takes over a minute to fill one camp space. And they're not that great for pushing because Inferno Towers kind of block them, just like a heal spell. And you know what? You always gotta worry. Even though they don't trip the Seeking Air Mines anymore, you gotta worry about those air defenses, level 7, level 8 air defenses will just absolutely wreck them, so you have to make sure you take out an air defense before you can even drop them. Now here, I'm gonna be trying to use them. I know some of you are actually gonna recognize this army. It's basically a Town Hall 10 version of the first pushing army I ever used on YouTube. It is HeGoWiPe, I guess I would call it. Basically, the only difference is I have one more golem this time because I couldn't build golems back then. And I also have, level 40 heroes. I have a freeze spell. In here, in this attack, I do get the 2-star. As you can see, that wizard right there is actually going to pull it off for me. The only reason I got the 2-star, you might think, and I sort of kind of think, is the healers. The healers are keeping those golems alive long enough for that wizard to take out the buildings to get that 50%. The wizard just barely gets the 50%. And the healers, though, they're only focusing those golems off to the side. They never went with the heroes. They never went with the other golem. They never went with the bulk of the army into the core. They just stayed out here healing the same golem over and over. The golem that's hitting its head against a wall. So, healers are not very good at picking the right direction to go. Maybe they need to revamp the healer AI. It just picks like the nearest weak thing rather than the weakest thing or the weakest thing deep in the base. Maybe they could do something with that and make healers much more useful. I think healers also deserve maybe a 10-minute build time instead of, 14, 15 minutes, whatever. 15-minute build time. It's a little bit too long for the healer. And now I guess I figured something out about how troops calculate the closest target by deploying that golem there. So the wall was broken. You would think that, straight line, it calculates, archer tower inside the walls is closer, because I deployed it right in front of it. Instead, it went all the way to the outside, so I guess it calculates exactly how far it has to walk. So it calculated it have to go in, and then it would have to go up to go get that archer tower. So instead it went for the one that was outside the walls, which was where I didn't want it to go, because now it's outside the walls instead of being stuck on that corner. Decent free spell, actually. I got a lot of buildings in there. And my next free spell, I can say, is not very decent. Yeah. I was sort of trying to do something. I don't remember what I was trying to do now, but for future reference, if you ever see a base like this, just freeze the 2 expos and the Tesla right there instead of just the Tesla. I am at 45% though. So it's going pretty well, and this is a maxed out base. The walls might as well be all level 11. It's the same, because level 10 takes 3 wall breakers, level 11 takes 3 wall breakers. It's really the same thing. And I already have the 2-star, and that healer's just going to sit up there and do nothing. Healers, they're not terrible. I don't want people to think that I think they're terrible. Healers are just the not best troop. They are the farthest from the best. Because of their build time mainly for farming, they're not very efficient to build. And for pushing, you have to worry about so much with them that you're never really going to have a strong pushing army that uses healers. It's just not going to happen until they revamp the AI, possibly reduce the build time. What are your thoughts on healers? What do you guys think? Do you think that they're alright as they are right now, or would you like to see them buffed even more than just the Seeking Air Mine buff? 10-minute build time maybe, or smarter AI, more healed, more health on them. What do you guys want to see? Because I know a lot of people don't use them, some people do, and I know I'm going to get comments from people that do use them. I'm not saying they suck. They don't suck. But they are the current worst troop. No troop outright sucks. They all have their place. But healers don't have the strength that they need to be one of the best troops. And they really should be. They are the only troop that heals. They are the only troop that doesn't do damage. They should have a special niche. A niche for them. But they don't. They just kinda are okay farming. kind of are okay low pushing. They're not great. And they're, what, barracks level 8? That's 8 out of 10, and they're not living up to what they should be. But what do you guys think? Post it below in the comments. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.